Hello lovelies, Brother Jack Fox here. I'm going to continue my What If Deku Had Mama Tattletales powers. And I know you guys are waiting to see who won, who got him voted for to be the person who got in the quirk for What If Deku was an Enderman. But that'll be next video, okay? Right now it's going to be focused on Mama Tattletale for right now. But the next video I'll post will be about the Enderman. Okay, so I did ask the person if I could manipulation.
Machine
so
manipulation.
Okay, instead of Kuro having a water manipulation quirk, I'm gonna just go with shape-shifting quirk. Basically, he's Beast Boy. So Deku does raise Izumi does raise Kuro, Myra, and Rai. But since Myra is the youngest one out of all of them, she does take a little longer because she has to grow up even more. The other two are a bit older than Myra. So Izuku does get them a good education, and she does do the same thing. And I know I said I was going to continue with Izumi's perspective, but I'm gonna just continue with the small ones first. She does put like a health thing on Myra because she does get sick kind of often, and she thinks, oh, this is not good, maybe the baby will not make it. And Izumi does think positive, but she does have doubts that her parenting skills are not as well as her mother's parenting skills. Okay, that's part of that. I'm gonna go into the beginning of the anime. Technically, Izumi is treated as a villain at school, but since Bakugo is her best friend, she does not get messed with at all because Bakugo is the top dog. And if you mess with Izumi, you mess with Bakugo. And people in that school do not want to mess with Bakugo. Except the teachers, they do mess with him. And people do like question, is she she can't be a villain, she's a teen mom. Like some people do keep this as a mindset, like saying, oh, she's a teen mom, she can't be a hero. And the thing is, you can be a hero if you're a teen mom. You're basically a hero if you save people. Or help them. Basically, not all heroes wear capes, as the saying goes. So, Deku does help a lot of people in her time. She does get a part-time job as a restaurant owner. And
waitress.
Soon after, the restaurant did close down, so Izumi did lose her job. And Izumi decided, I do like helping children, how about if I go teach in a kindergarten instead? And the thing is, Izumi did have to file a kind of a complaint since she did gotten injured out of the company, out of the restaurant that she worked in because of another employee who was being silly and stupid, which caused her an injury at her right wrist, which caused her aim to be bad when she's tossing stuff with her right arm.
Temporarily.
Well, not her wrist, it was her entire arm, which caused an entire pain throughout Izumi's body, but it could be treated if Izumi well, it's not destroyed, it's just like cracked a bit. The bone cracked, that's what I'm gonna say. And the thing is, it was up to her elbow. That injury went all the way up to her elbow, and it sucks because that is in so much pain. So Izumi did have to wear a cast on her arm for, I have no clue how long people wear casts. If you wear a cast, please tell me. If you had a cast, I don't know. I never broken a bone. Oh my god. Basically, Izumi did work as a kindergarten teacher helper. Anyone else remember those people? Like they helped, it's a teacher helper? Because if so, tell me your experience with a teacher helper, because, ta-da, I'm one of those people. Basically, Izumi does help the teacher out with this rowdy bunch of children. And the thing is, if you've seen the season 4, and if you see season 4 of My Hero Academia, where Bakugo, Todoroki, and all the other students that failed the exam to get their hero license, those children is the same children that Deku takes care of, as well as another teacher. So yeah, that's a big problem for Izumi, since she does have to put on a scary face sometimes to get the children to calm down, because they are way too rowdy and they're way too mean to the actual teacher. And Izumi thinks, oh, this is not good. These students should respect their teacher, which they should. So Izumi does give them a little piece of her mind, which is basically showing them her scary side, which is freaking terrifying. Okay, I'm getting off topic. Basically, Izumi does put a letter to, she does apply to my UA. I forgot the name for a second, my bad. And she does train for the rest of the 10 months. And the thing is, she already trained, but she's mainly trained with her quirk, as well as teaching children and teaching her own kids. That's a lot of hassle, as well as keeping a work environment separate from her children, her school life, and her training regiment. So Izumi had a lot of things on her plate, which she couldn't handle at once. She could, but she did have a lot of problems. Basically, the school, for the last few years left in the school that Bakugo and Deku shared by themselves, put a lot of stress on the students, giving them a lot of homework and a lot more stuff. For the school that Deku teaches at, they do put a lot of pressure on the teachers to keep going and if the students keep on being rude to them, please contact the higher ups. And she has to keep training herself, her physical body, as well as her quirk, but mainly she trains her quirk and sometimes forget about her physical body sometimes. And so Izumi has to do a lot of things which she can do by herself, but she does need help. So she asked Bakugo to help with her kids, the kids that she takes care of personally. So Bakugo does, and these children know Bakugo, and they treat him as an uncle. So they're happy to see Uncle Bakugo back, because they only see him several times a year, or months, once a month, which is bad. Parent. Bakugo does like to hang out with the children, and Izumi is okay, I'm gonna do all this and this. She has to go to work. She has to teach the student. She has to go to work. She has to train herself, keep in line with all her schoolwork, which Bakugo helps her out if she's struggling. And Izumi is smart, but she does get stuck on some things, so it's glad to have Bakugo's help. Until she bumps into a certain person. Ooh, hold on. Hey, I got a new subscriber! Okay, so basically she bumps into a certain person with a mask over his mouth and covering his one eye with 6 pair of arms she's seeing. She apologizes to him, but she does get this warm feeling in her heart. And he does apologize back to her, and they start talking to each other. They start talking about hobbies, and this goes on for a couple of weeks. Bakugo does see this happen several times, seeing her with this specific person, and Bakugo does see this guy and thinks, keeping an eye on you, buddy. If you hurt her, you're gonna have to fight me. And Bakugo is a brother type to Izumi, since her mother did pass away. But she mainly treats him as a brother, and Bakugo does the same. He treats her as a sister. So basically, it's kind of friendly brother-sister type of scenario. They both get... Okay, I'm gonna go back to the relationship with Izumi and this person. they do kind of start getting feelings for each other, seeing that they both kind of had the exact same hobbies. They're trying to be into UA, and this guy asks for her name, and she says it's Izumi. And when she asked for his name, he said it's Shoji. If you don't know who Shoji is, I'm going to put a picture on him on the screen right now. Here he is. I found a picture of Shoji. They both realize they are wearing masks, since Izumi does know that he's wearing a mask because it's a different skin tone, but Shoji realizes that she's wearing a mask because her mouth is not moving whenever she's talking. And so they both start getting a kind of feel for each other, romantic type, but she does have to go to work several times, and he does help her out with training her physical strength and teaches her a lot of new things. And so he does ask to go back to her. He does take her back to her place several times, and he does meet her children. And when Shoji asks who they are, she said these are her children, and he does get upset, saying, "Oh, okay." He thinks she might have had a relationship already, but when she tells him the truth in secret by themselves, he does get a feel for her, because the children were dropped off to her when she was young after a lot of things happened in her life, which could cause a lot of problems for her. And Shoji does come to the house now and then to help her raise her children when Bakugo could not help her, because Bakugo has his own life out of school and helping Izumi. And so the kids do call him Papa sometimes by accident, because how much he's in their lives. And mainly Maya, because she's the youngest and couldn't see very well until she opened her eyes. So Maya does call Shoji Papa sometimes, and Izumi Mama. And Shoji and Izumi do blush at this, because they didn't think, oh dear. They just think, oh dear, our children are good, oh. And so Shoji does help Izumi out, and they do get a lot of fun times, and the children do feel oh, this is gonna be our new Papa, because they never see their dad, quote unquote, because their family abandoned them on a porch, which is messed up. So basically, I'm gonna skip to the end of the 10 months, because it kind of goes the same, except for the part where, actually no, Shoji and Izumi did train a lot, which also means that they do go to Degaba Beach, since Izumi's apartment is close to it. And they decided to see all this, as well as they bring their children sometimes to help them train with their quirks, as well as with their physical strength, but they do help them out when the stuff is way too big for them. So they do work out, as well as the children work out at a kind of young age, except for Maya, since she is the youngest. So basically, Shoji, Bakugo, and Izumi know each other from kind of the beginning, and they don't know which school they go to. I'm gonna maybe that might be it.